Yo, 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 what up, what up, what up? And James Wiseman. Mm-mm-mm. James Wiseman has left the University of Memphis and he has signed with an agent and he will be entering the 2020 draft. I know people are like, why is this a big deal? I mean, first off, it's in the middle of the season and he was on suspension from the NCAA, but we'll get in that, break everything down and why he chose to make the decision that he made. But let's get to the idea. What up with you, homie? Today, I formally withdraw from the University of Memphis, and I will be preparing for the next chapter of my life. Ever since I was a little kid, it has been a dream of mine to play in the NBA. Throughout this process, I've asked God to ordain my steps and lead me in the right direction. God is my Lord and salvation. And throughout this process, He has comforted me. This was not how I expected my freshman season to be, but I am thankful for everyone who has supported my family and me through this process. I want to thank the coaches and staff for all their support and my teammates for pushing me every day at practice. I feel blessed the opportunity to be a Tiger and for having the honor to play with these special group of guys. I can't wait to see what all they accomplish this season. The friends and the fans of the Tiger Nation will always hold a special place in my heart. So right there, he's telling letting everybody know that he is withdrawing from school, that he will not complete the suspension, and he will no longer be playing basketball at the University of Memphis. And I know for those who don't know, what I'm saying, like, what happened? What is this? Like, how did this even come about? Well, let's take a quick trip down memory lane right quick. Current Wiseman, who has missed the past 7 games due to a 12-game suspension. Let me put that down so you guys can probably see my eyes and shit. There you go. Wiseman, who has missed the past 7 games due to a 12-game suspension stemming from an NCAA investigation and was set to return at South Florida on January 12th. Announced on IG Thursday that he will leave the program and hire an agent. So he's definitely known saying can't come back. Like once you hire an agent in college basketball, there is no turning back. And prepare for the 2020 NBA draft. Wiseman is currently ESPN.com projected number 3 pick in the upcoming draft. In 3 games with the Memphis uh, Tigers, he averaged 19 points, 10 rebounds, and 3 blocks. Guy definitely knows him, looks the part. And from what I've seen, he's a damn good player. The 7'1" center was suspended after the school admitted that Penny Hardaway made a $11,500 payment to his Wiseman mother in 2017 before accepting a head coaching job at his alma mater. Now, the story behind that, it was more of a relocation fee, and he was just because Penny was a coach in the Memphis area, and he coached James Wiseman in AAU ball. So, you know what I'm saying? They were trying to get him in the Memphis area, and this was before he knew that he was going to be the coach at the University of Memphis. So, what they did was gave his mom some money, you know what I'm saying, so she can relocate, you know what I'm saying, and things like that. But I guess as soon as he did that, well, prior to doing that, you know what I'm saying, he gave the University of Memphis a $1 million donation in 2008, which technically made him a booster. Therefore, his payment to Wise's mother was a improper benefit. The school vowed to appeal the NCAA ruling, and Wiseman lawyers filed a temporary injunction that allowed Wiseman to play while they investigated continued, but the NCAA ruled against it and said that the 12-game suspension has to go on. Now, with that being said, man, look, man, I'm not a fan of the NCAA. I'm not a fan of what they represent. I'm not a fan of the illusion of amateurism. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that what they're doing with these kids by exploiting them week in, week out, year in, year out, is right. I mean, the NCAA is a so-called nonprofit organization. The NCAA is a nonprofit organization, but they make almost $1 billion a year since Since 2017, because I ain't go back, you know what I'm saying, all them years. 2017, they made $1 billion. 2018, they made a billion two. You know what I'm saying? Somewhere around there. And I'm sure this year is going to be up too. But there are nonprofit organizations that made $1 billion last year in revenue. And 82% of that revenue came from Division One men's basketball tournament. The players sell the product so well, and they've been hypnotized so well that these guys are allowed to run a nonprofit organization where they earn so much money year in and year out that nobody checks it for it. Nobody's gonna. Nobody has the gall enough yet to pull away from the NCAA. And when you got guys like the NCAA president, Mark Emmert, who's making $2 million a year, and I don't know what the fuck he's doing. I don't know what the fuck he's doing. I don't know what his day to day role consists of, but he's making $2 million a year. There's no way in hell that a guy mom getting $11,000 payment for her to relocate so her son can have a better chance at chasing his dream. There's no reason that her son should be getting fined when you guys making billions and billions of dollars a year and not getting any money back to these kids. Not 1 cent, not one dime. And it's disgusting, man. It really is disgusting. Like I don't know what other way to put it. Like these guys go in year out, year in and year out and put their bodies on the line. We got a guy that was paralyzed in 2010 from Rutgers. You know what I'm saying? Who possibly could have had a chance of making a pro, but he got paralyzed. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you you get all kind of stories. I got an article coming up on Sport News. The most ridiculous NCAA violations in college basketball. Mm-mm. The first one we got Perry Jones' mother's on. A 6 game suspension at the end of Jones' freshman year. He served 5 of those games at the beginning of his sophomore year. The infraction. Jones' mother took a $4,500 loan without Jones' knowledge from his old AAU coach. So his mama got $4,500 from an AAU coach, and they deemed that went back and you know what? Enos Cantor played basketball overseas. You know what I'm saying? Grew up overseas. Permanently ineligible, not allowed to play at Kentucky. I remember that year. That year, but they had a lot of talent on that team, and despite not playing, he still was number 4 overall pick. Cantor accepted $33,000 in salary while playing for Turkish professional team. I mean, over there, man, I think if the laws say you can play in you're of age, then what's the big deal? But yeah, man, the NCAA they actually got a guy for buying a used mattress. Let me see, a used UNLV player buys used mattress. The sentence UNLV for Chris Richardson was suspended for part of his junior season in 1998. The infraction, Richardson allegedly lied to NCAA investigators about how he acquired a mattress and box frame from an assistant coach. That's what we're dealing with when we're looking at the NCAA. They're a joke. They should be dealt with, and they should be taken out of power. And for them to be a non-profit organization, and for guys to not realize their dream of playing college basketball because you want to hold things over their head, when you guys are not giving these guys any kind of stipend to eat, to go out, to do anything. You know what I'm saying? Only thing, man, you're using these guys for are their skills and what they bring to the table. And then you throw them away, and a new batch come in the year after. So, in my opinion, definitely something's gonna have to be done with this whole NCAA shit. It's 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 ridiculous, man. It's not acceptable, and I think that the NCAA should schools should start breaking away from the NCAA. You don't need them anymore. It's a new day, new age, new era. That's why my hat goes off to guys like LaMelo Ball and LeVar Ball. They had a vision. They realized that they didn't need the NCAA to get LaMelo to where he is going to be next year, and that's a NBA first round draft pick. But It is what it is, man. Everybody can't, you know what I'm saying, go down that route. Everybody can't create their own lane. Some guys need the NCAA to get better. But peace out, man. I'm gone. I'm gonna come back with another one, do a little betting show. Until then, I'm out this bitch. Yes, sir.